Greetings and salutations. Happy Sunday. Today is Small Channel Analytics Sunday, everybody's favorite day of the week. I appreciate you waiting for me to get this out because last week I went and recorded my weekly analytics update, and I discovered when I went to go edit it that the entire video was not just out of focus, but like unbearably blurry. So today's video, we're going to be going over 2 weeks worth of content to really the last month of analytics because YouTube Studio doesn't let me narrow down to the last 14 days. It's either the last 7 days or the last 28 days. So we're going to look at the last 28 days as well as the last 2 videos that I posted. So I'm not going to be including my most recent channel analytics update because that was 2 whole weeks ago. So we're just going to be looking at the last 2 Wednesday videos that I did. Before we do that, though, allow me to introduce myself really quick. My name is Laura, and here on my channel, I talk all things becoming our favorite selves. This series that I do on Sundays, going over my channel analytics, is a weekly series that I'm doing to hold myself accountable to creating content consistently. It's also just to track my progress here on YouTube. My goal for the end of 2025 is to reach monetization, and my goal for February is to reach 100 subscribers. Currently, I'm not even at 50 subscribers. So if you watch this and you like my energy, I definitely invite you to go watch some of my other content, as well as to hit the subscribe button if you'd like to help me reach my goal of 100 subscribers by the end of this month. It's not looking great. We're not on track for it, but anything can happen, right? So, yeah, like I said, if you would like to help contribute to the success of this channel and help me reach my goal, I would so deeply appreciate it if you hit the subscribe button. So there's my spiel. Without any further ado, let's get into the analytics. Okay, so we're starting with views for the last 28 days. In the last 28 days, I've gotten 165 views. We can see here that YouTube has deemed this about the same as usual, between 40 and 2.8 thousand views. So, pretty broad range. Thank you, YouTube. Super helpful information. Not really, but hey, 165, not bad. I'll take it. Could be better, of course. Of course, it could always be better. But that's true of just about anything. The video that has gotten me the most views is one that we're going to go over a little bit later in this video, titled Keep Making More Content, Even If No One Watches. That's gotten me a whole 44 views, which is really, really good compared to the rest of my videos. As you can see here, the runner-up has only 21 views, so less than half of my top video for the last month, and that is my most recent channel analytics update for week 4, followed by my video on hopelessness destroying your finances, my weekly analytics update from the previous week. Yeah, so overall, the Keep Making Content Even If Nobody Watches video has been my top performer for the last month. I am pleased to see that I don't have one of my shorts videos until number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Number 6 is a shorts video, and that is roasting my alt dance costumes, which has been my top performing YouTube short out of everything that, I mean, really it's my top performing video out of everything that I've ever posted. So I am glad to see my long form stuff has been getting more views than my short form stuff, because I am a lot more interested in making long form. I have more fun making long form. As you have seen, I am not good at being concise. So the long form format is definitely more in my natural propensity to talk at length than short form. Let's move on to watch time. So for the last 28 days, I've gotten 11.9 hours of watch time, which is 443% more than the previous 28 days. That's great. That means that creating content is what tells YouTube to send my content out to people. I cannot simply just like create stuff and YouTube will show it to people. That is true. Like YouTube will keep showing me stuff or showing my stuff to other people. But the way to get consistent views is to create consistently, which is really no surprise, honestly. Now let's look at how this breaks down based on each video. So I think this is actually really interesting compared to the last breakdown of views per video. The video that has earned the most watch time has been about how hopelessness destroys your finances, which, if you recall from the previous list, that was number 3 in terms of numbers of views. Keep making content even if no one watches, which is by far my top collector of views, is number 2 in terms of watch time. So even though more people clicked on that video, people stuck around longer for my hopelessness is destroying your finances video compared to keep making content even if no one watches. I do think that the click through on that video has a lot to do with the thumbnail. I think I made a really, really strong thumbnail and I think I titled it well. So that's the data on watch time for the last month. Now, finally, let's look at subscribers. Over the last 28 days, I've earned 6 new subscribers. Yay, 6 new friends. My sphere of influence grows. This is 50% more than the previous 28 days. I'm a little surprised that I earned 3 subscribers in the previous 28 days. But hey, 6 is not bad. Of course, as I said with everything else, could it be better? Yes, of course. But 6 is better than 0. So, and that's even with 1 lost subscriber. So, yeah. And then as far as content that has earned all of these subscribers, we've got a tie for first place between keep making more content even if no one watches and what 3 weeks on YouTube really looks like, my analytics breakdown. And then I earned 1 subscriber from one of my shorts that I posted this summer. So this is really interesting. We'll get to the takeaways here, but I do think that there may be a place in my overall vision to be continuing to create shorts, which I would do by finding clips from my longer form videos so that I'm not making more content, but rather repurposing content that I'm already making. But before we jump into that in detail, let's look at the analytics from my last 2 Wednesday videos. Okay, so first one is from 2 Wednesdays ago. Keep making content even if no one watches. We've got 44 views, which is 24 more than usual. 2 hours of watch time, which is 1 more hour than usual, twice as much. Both of these are doing 2 times better than most of my other content. 2 new subscribers as well. Only 2 minutes and 50 seconds of average watch time. I would really love to see that number go up. I think it is really, really interesting how this video, I made it a lot more clickable through the thumbnail and the title. But apparently the content itself was not good enough to keep people around. If anything, I feel like it probably is about the same as some of my other content, but because so many more people clicked on this video, it looks worse since perhaps some people clicked on this video who haven't clicked on my other content. Well, certainly people have clicked on this video who haven't clicked on my other content, and they decided not to stick around for whatever reason. I find it interesting because in addition to making the title and thumbnail much stronger than the rest of my other videos, I also added like a preview at the beginning to see if that would influence how long people stay around. And it doesn't seem like it did. So I may not continue doing that because it is extra work for me to do a little preview at the beginning to get people to stick around. It seems like, at least with this video, it wasn't worth that extra effort. It did not result in longer watch time, better audience retention. But it is great to know that putting in the effort to make the thumbnail better did directly lead to more clicks. So yeah, that's great to know. I would love to see that retention number go up and keep having people come back to watch more of my content. Let's look at the reach now for this video. 1.5 thousand impressions, almost 2% impression click-through rate, which is, I think, better than my channel average. Yeah, like I said, 44 views, 38 unique viewers. Most of the people who clicked on this video either found it through suggested videos, so that's a video that's suggested after you've finished watching a video, and browse features, so that would be your home page as you're kind of scrolling through and deciding what to watch. Some people found it through channel pages, which is my channel page, direct or unknown, as well as other. I'm not really sure what exactly those are. But yeah, suggested and browse are the main traffic sources for this video. So with that in mind, let's see what videos were suggesting this video. One of them is a video that appears to be in German. I have no idea what that title says, so I have no idea if the video is related to what I have posted. The other ones do appear to be related, and I find this information useful in terms of, am I talking to YouTube well? Is YouTube picking up on what my video is about and showing it to people who are already watching content similar to mine? So besides this German video, we've got create monetizable lo-fi live stream channel with AI generated lo-fi step-by-step tutorial. If your videos get less than 500 views, do this. Classical education and AI, what's the future of knowledge? And what I learned from helping 10 small channels. So I'm seeing two main themes here. One theme is people who are at the beginning of their YouTube journey, like me. Hello, welcome if you're still watching. The other theme is AI, which is interesting because I don't think I talked about AI in this video. I have talked about AI in some of my other videos, mainly in these channel analytics updates, because I use ChatGPT to help write my YouTube channel or my YouTube video descriptions to make them SEO friendly and keyword rich so that YouTube understands what's in my video. But I don't think that I talked about that in my Keep Making Content video. Really, that video was meant to be like a pep talk for people like me who are at the beginning of our YouTube journey, or even just like creative, artistic journey, and who would benefit from a little bit of encouragement and motivation to keep going, because it can feel really discouraging to make all this content, put in all of this like time and effort only for nobody to see it, or few people to see it. I don't want to say nobody, by the way. I really don't like, I use it in this title to make it clickable, but I don't want to discount my existing audience. The 5 of you who keep coming back to watch more and more of my content, you are not no one. I don't think that you're no one. Please keep coming back. If anything, y'all are my ride or dies, and I so deeply appreciate you coming back to watch more and more of my content. The content suggesting this video, my little pep talk video for new creators, I do think that YouTube understands what it is that's in that video and is showing it to the right people. So for the most part, I don't, I feel like I've done a decent job there. The second video that we're going to be going over today is my most recent Wednesday video titled The Horrors Persist, But So Do I. How I'm Staying Sane Right Now, a ramble. Only 6 views, 2 fewer than usual. 0.8 hours of watch time, about the same as usual. 0 subscribers, not surprising there from this video. It did not perform well. Only 99 impressions. 5% click-through rate because you showed me to less than 100 people, so the impression click-through rate is phenomenal. But that's skewed by the fact that it wasn't shown to very many people. Again, only 6 views, 5 unique viewers. People only found this through browse features and through my channel page. So the the few people who did watch this found this through scrolling on their feed. Yeah, okay. I am very interested in what YouTube didn't like about this video, because the fact that YouTube only showed this video to 99 people tells me that YouTube believes that there is no audience for a video like this. And that may be true. That may be true. Is it because I put a ramble and maybe YouTube's like, people don't like rambles? Is it because the horrors persist, but so do I is too vague? I'm not sure. Once again, I used AI to write my video description. I believe that it was keyword rich and reflective of the content that was in there. Maybe it's just because it was not focused really on anything. It was mostly talking about setting boundaries with my social media consumption and trying to create more than I consume. I will say I didn't put a ton of effort into the thumbnail, but I did put my cat in the thumbnail, hoping that that would generate some clicks. Clearly, it did not. So, really not sure what it was about this video that the algorithm decided nobody wants to see this. But that's all right. Okay, let's talk about strategy going forward. One pattern that I'm starting to see is that my sort of like ramble rant videos definitely don't perform well. There was another one that I posted in the last month that also didn't perform very well, and I think it was kind of along the same veins of here's a ramble on nothing in particular, and it was very like meandering, didn't have like an easily followed formula. It was not well structured. And so I think structure is a big thing that YouTube likes and YouTube rewards in terms of showing to more people. Obviously, putting effort into the thumbnail is huge. I definitely need to be budgeting more time and energy for the thumbnail. Same with writing a good clickable title, but the thumbnail in particular, I think that there is a direct effort to payoff ratio. The more time and energy and consideration I put into the thumbnail, the more people click. So that I think I need to be putting a lot more dedication into the thumbnail. I think I also need to be putting a lot more dedication into, like I said, making my videos more structured and more have more of a value proposition, I guess. Like a ramble, people would watch a ramble if they just want like background noise, which really like that video was kind of meant to be background noise. But I think really like at this stage in the game of my channel, because nobody knows me, they're thinking like, okay, this person is rambling about something and I don't know this person, so like why should I click? But if I'm offering a value proposition of like, oh, here's 10 ways to improve your life, that's worth clicking when it's somebody that you don't know, right? I'm not at the stage in my YouTube channel that people are coming to me for my personality because they don't know me. The way that I'm going to bring them in to get to know me is by offering some kind of like education or other like value add to their life. So that makes sense to me, right? Like I also probably wouldn't click on a video that's like some random person I've never seen before saying that they're rambling, to be perfectly fair. Like the more I'm like talking through this, the more I don't blame YouTube for not showing that video to very many people. Whereas the other video, which was a pep talk for people to make content for their platform, that does make sense that YouTube would show that to more people, and say, hey, like we want to encourage people to be making content for our platform so that people come and stay on our platform so we can sell to them. So yeah, these things make sense. Also with shorts, I definitely do want to experiment with that. But I'm not sure that is a top priority at this moment in time. I think I still need to practice making really good thumbnails. I still need to practice making content that people stick around to watch before I start clipping that content and turning them into shorts. So that is definitely something that's on my list for the future, but I don't think that that's something that I'm going to work on this week. Probably not even this month. Maybe that's something I'll return to in April. But right now, I think still working on the quality of my long form content is my priority. Um, Now, I have been kind of doing some soul searching over the last week. It's been sort of a rough week or so, week and a half. And yeah, the like discomfort that I've been feeling in general has led me to take a look at how I'm spending my time, as it should, right? Like, whenever you're feeling kind of icky in life, I think that's an invitation to think about, well, what am I doing? How am I spending my time? How am I, what can I do to feel better, right? And the way that I have been making money the last 2.5 years has been through pet sitting. I'm a full time professional pet sitter, in addition to being a grad student and a new YouTuber. And yeah, the last week of pet sitting has been really hard and exhausting. And that's new. I've never, ever in the last 2.5 years felt burnt out or like angry about pet sitting. Um, and it just sort of feels like the universe is like nudging me to do the brave thing and start moving away from pet sitting and start moving further in the direction of my new career that I'm walking towards with my grad school. Now, a little bit about my long term goals with my grad school education. So, if you're new here, I am a grad student earning my master's in counseling. So, I'm going to be a therapist in the future. And my specialty is in career counseling because really what I want to do is be serving people who are pursuing careers in the spotlight. So, people like artists and performers, actors, musicians, but also like people like athletes, even like politicians and influencers. Basically, anybody who is um, interfacing professionally with the attention economy, which is another reason why I'm doing this YouTube channel, because like it puts me in direct contact with the attention economy. It helps me get more intimately connected with the challenges of doing this sort of work. And so, yeah, pet sitting is not that. It's about as far away from that as you could be. It's very like solitary and isolated and in the background, right? Um, and yeah, I know that like this year I want to start doing more with that, doing more um, counseling, advising, mental health support for people in the arts. And so, with that in mind, I had this sort of like cosmic download sometime last year that was um, don't waste time on things you don't want to be known for, right? And I don't want to be known for uh, being a pet sitter. That's not my long term career goal. It has been a wonderful job for the last 2.5 years. And I do intend to continue pet sitting into the future, even once I'm like mainly a therapist slash content creator slash whatever I end up really doing long term. But it's not going to be my primary form of income forever, right? Um, so, since it's not what I want to be known for, um, and this month has been really challenging in terms of income. I have big financial goals for this year, which is part of why I really want to monetize this channel this year to help contribute to those financial goals that I have. But I blew my January income goal out of the water. And my February income goal, I'm not even like remotely close to reaching it. Nervous giggle. And yeah, that feels like the universe telling me like, yeah, bitch, because this isn't you're not going to be able to reach this year's income goal through just pet sitting. This is your nudge to like go beyond pet sitting. So, yeah, I with that in mind, I'm going to be, I think, focusing the content of this channel down to what I want to be known for, which is providing like mental health, career, financial advice and support to people who are pursuing careers in the spotlight. I did do this with my little project over the summer where I was creating shorts for YouTube. I was speaking specifically to artists. And to be fair, that is how I've gained most of my following so far here on YouTube. And then when I decided to move into long form content, I think at the time I was sort of like, well, I don't know what's going to take off. I don't know what kind of content people are going to want to see and stick around for. So I'm just going to throw spaghetti at the wall and see what sticks. But yeah, I just having that thought come back into my brain of what do you want to be known for? Focus on that. Yeah, I don't want to be known for creating content around fitness. I don't want to be known for creating content around student life. I don't want to be known for making rambles. I mean, maybe like I do ramble and I want to ramble. I want to be finding success doing what I'm good at, which is rambling, which is yapping. But yeah, as far as like topics that I want to talk about, I want to be talking about making a living through the attention economy. I want to be supporting creatives who are trying to support themselves through their creative practice. And that's really, really hard in today's society. I mean, it's hard just to exist in today's society, but especially as a creative type, I just really want to make the starving artist trope a thing of the past. I want artists to not starve. And that's been my North Star for many years. I've pursued that North Star in several different ways, which maybe I'll make a video about at some point. But yeah, I think I'm going to start focusing my content back down to that niche instead of just like making anything and everything. And the fact that my video that was keep making content even if no one watches garnered the most views out of every long form thing that I've ever posted, I think that that is telling. I think that that is the universe reminding me that like that is my message, that is my niche, that is the thing that I care about and the contribution that I have to make to this world in my life. So yeah, watch this space if you are somebody who wants to be leveraging the attention economy to experience financial career success. And yeah, so that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for joining me on this Sunday small channel statistics update video. And come on back on Wednesday and we'll talk more about creating success here in the attention economy. I may also change the name of this channel. I don't know. We'll see. I may not. I don't know. We'll see. Again, watch this space. I've already changed the name of this channel once. So, okay. That's all I have for you today. Peace out. Goodbye. Go on, get.